Hey guys, welcome back. A bit of a sad one this. It's the last game of this brilliant lobby that I was in with an exceptional
Battle started.
bunch of people to play with. Right. Good luck for last game. Yo, big up XMF. This guy. I said it before in another video and I say it again, right? This is an unsung hero. He's been an absolute stalwart of an addition to certainly the teams that I've been in with him, and no doubt to the other side, King Willie, the other side, whenever he was playing in opposition to me. So this is a I ended up in the air position, right? Which, for those of you who've seen my airplay, is not fantastic. But the guys have been absolutely brilliant. Like, I said to them that look, I'm kind of learning it. I don't really know too much about it. And look how supportive these guys are. It's all right. Just don't build an AFIS, which I think is a great, great advice. Sometimes people do that, right? They get obsessed and they want to make an AFIS that takes them like 20 years to get out and about. The big dog, Ape, he's telling me go spam the fighters, and hell yeah, that's all you gotta do sometimes. But you know what? These guys are absolutely brilliant. And just to show you guys what I'm doing, for those of you who are kind of like me with A, don't necessarily know exactly how to make the plays with the bombers and things like that yet. This is what you should really try and do, right? Move your fighters to a certain position, not too far front, because then the enemy can take them out with you know anti-air units, right? But at least cover enough of your squad. So move them to a certain location. Hold shift, hit patrol, and then click on where you want them to patrol. Usually, you want to cover off your entire team, and that's it. Hit fighter, hit repeat. Now, normally this is on like a 30% or whatever it is. I put on no retreat because they're gonna die. They're gonna die. If they retreat, where they're gonna retreat to? They're just not gonna do anything at the moment, right? There's no air repair pad or anything that I've got up. I don't think I'm gonna be in a position to get anything like that up properly. Now, this time round, this guy, Pumpkinhead. Which tournament is this from? Must have been a Halloween related one, right? Yeah, he's in the opposition team to me now. So yeah, gonna have to face off against this dude, and we know how much of a menace he can be. Unluck as well, and they're playing side by side, so this is gonna be tough, right? Angelix is has joined as well. Have a good day. Yeah, he's been about clubs. Definitely been there since the beginning of this lobby. Clev, well, since I've been playing with these guys anyway. Yeah, McDoodle. Shout out to him. The big dog, he's been really, really good as well. Super supportive. And again, guys, as I said in another video, right? This is like a prime example of how beyond all reason the community, the players should be. None of these guys had like they've never like been shouty. They've never spoke ill of anybody else in the team, you know. And look, there's been games people have won some, lost some, things like this. It's been brilliant. Nothing but supportiveness, right? Even though people might genuinely be free, frustrated every now and again, sitting on their computers like I am, right? When things don't always go your way. But nevertheless, they never show it, and they just play with the love of the game. Ooh, two mixes lined up, right? I mean, one from each faction, each team. Who's gonna get the win? Yeah, look, Rocketeers. As much as I like him against a Janus, not a good trade. Not a good trade. So it's gonna be really, really difficult for Plateau Spa. Yeah, Plateau Spa's been there for since the very first game I played in this lobby, like in this day. This was all in one day as well, mind you. That's the thing. I don't really get too much of a chance to play bar. When I work full time, and it's usually the weekends, or if I do get fortunate, if I can find some time, like if I've got a day off or something like that during the weekday, then I could jump on and get some games in. So I was really happy that, you know, got into a lobby like this where everyone's been fantastic. They could have booted me out at any time, but they've been super cool, right? I think this is gonna be really difficult for Plateau Spa to hold. But then again, there's not that many Janices, right? There's two. What can we see? We can see Sash Corin is up, right? And as we move forward, we can see he doesn't really have too many fighting units with him. So this is interesting. Can we pull off something here? Is it possible? To maintain a cloak whilst walking is going to be very hard. Look, he doesn't have, at this stage, you never really have the energy economy to do that. Ooh, that's a load of rockets. Beautiful barrage. Beautiful barrage. That's gonna be hard. But he's dodging them really well. He's not like panic moving or anything like that. Yeah, okay. Shell shockers are in, but I feel like if they're gonna throw in shell shockers, don't go back, because you're kind of playing their game. Because these guys can't do anything if you move forward and get up close to. Ah, yeah, ticks are coming in. Nice. That's gonna draw the fire. Yo, brilliant. Hey, look, what can I say to these guys that they don't already know, right? Brilliant play. Like, I wasn't even thinking about doing that. I was just, in my head, I was thinking, throw these guys in. You know, you're gonna lose them, but you'll take these out and maybe even the com, right? But smarter play. Produce some ticks, and these ticks are gonna give you vision. And they're gonna give you vision, right? So that's super plus there. Super plus. We'll keep an eye on this skirmish because you know, that's got a potential to go either way, I feel. Unluck. Okay. Both these guys aren't doing too bad. Yo, shout out. Is this a clan? Rat? Storm. Yeah, is he German as well? Cool. Okay, now this is looking like a an army, so we got to be really careful of that. It's been a bunch of pings. Oh, look at this. Super Grunt. 19 kills. Holy moly. I thought I didn't play like, you know, Universal Soldier. This is the Universal Soldier. The killer of killers. There's still nothing to answer this. I feel bad for Plateau Spa because, you know, he's kept really busy by this guy, and he you know, he doesn't have an answer for this. Yeah, none of our guys are able to send him anything to help neither. Some D guns are going off. I know there's action come up there, but I'm curious because, like, he's so low in health, and he's just moving forward. Yeah, again, look, oh, this is tactical. The nuke goes off. Yo, but Plateau Spa's lived. That's something. XMF moving in with the dog, the big dog. Yeah, Ape. Clan Ape. I think I've seen these. I've definitely seen these guys in tournaments. Apologies if you guys don't call them Ape. Maybe it's like APE, but it's Ape. Yeah, man, they're making a significant push this way. Significant push. This is really nice. Really nice. Yo, they're not contested. He's getting the reclaim in as well. This is going to be big. Super big push. These guys aren't waiting around this game. No tier 2 nonsense here. I mean, they just missile trucks galore, right? Yeah, they can see everything uncontested, so they've made it all the way to the back line. All the way to the back line against Clev. Oof, poor guy didn't stand a chance. Okay, they could get sandwiched here. You know, you do have McDonald at the top clubs at the southern section. Pawns are gonna do pretty decent against the missile trucks to a point, but you need to like get a critical mass of them. Okay. Yeah, I pinged to say that look, our guy down here needs help because otherwise we could be in the same situation. I've started making some gunships to try to do something because I don't actually have any ground units that can pack a punch to really make a difference here. But he ain't got any anti-air. And it makes sense, like why would Sash Corey make anti-air necessarily if he's fighting a ground battle? So I feel like this, even just this one gunship alone, right, has kind of, you know, annoyed the red team enough to a certain degree, but this is going to be a problem. I'm pinging to let the team know that look, you know, he's made it to the back line, and if unanswered, you know, he's gonna do really well, really well. So just to show you what I'm doing here, right? So I got one Banshee to 3 fighters. Because even though we're getting attacked, at the same time, I don't know what the airplay is cooking up, and you know they're likely to be more experienced than I am. Imagine they're lining up bombers for a bombing run, so I still need to make sure that my fighters are the priority. But I did take the fighters off for a little bit because I realized, hang on a minute, I gotta throw something to help the team to stop the enemies making its push. But I will revert back. Yeah, there we go. The 3 fighters to one Banshee. Hey, nice. A little bit of supportive play there. Big up Frodo. Frodo. Wow, look at all of this. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? Sweet. Yeah, Frodo sending some units. Yeah, I like this. Back up the squad. Orange State's making a push forward. This is quite nice. Oh, you don't really see too much of these, do you? Twilight. Interesting. You gotta be careful with Twilights because if you've got your own units near it, when it goes off, the it's gonna EMP your units as well. So Fodor has asked for scouts, and I'm like, yeah, I can oblige. I can oblige that. But it's not needed. It's not needed. I think the push by the northern side, yeah, was far too great, and the red team was like, let's concede. Shout out to XMF. I say he's been the unsung hero all this time, and now he gets his moment in the sun, and well deserved, well deserved. And you know what? Shout out to everybody in this lobby, like I said, you know, especially the ones that that have been with me, or that I played with since the very first game. Right, and yeah, they've just been absolutely fantastic, brilliant. I genuinely hope that I get to play with these guys again. Yeah, and guys, if you are watching, if you found my channel and found some of these games, yeah, hit me up, man. I'd love to play with you guys again. Honestly, I think there's a lot I can learn, and yeah, and I think, you know, to some degree I can hold my own playing frontline, if nothing else, right? Alright guys, I really hope you've all enjoyed the content, and if you have, please drop a like, drop a sub, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.